What is going on, YouTube? How are you guys? So we're in the garage right now and it's obviously closed, and honestly I wasn't gonna do this video right now. I was actually just wanted to install one minor little part, and that is this Veris engineering air and oil separator. You don't need it for the car because the B58 already has internal baffles that help circulate the oil, but you know, it's like a nice little aesthetic thing in the engine bay, and it's like a nice to have, right? Like you don't need it, but maybe for peace of mind you want it. And when I was installing the thing, it's actually it's like super simple. I realized it doesn't fit right now with my current configuration of air intake. And what I mean by that is, so this is supposed to go there, those two bolts, and clearly it doesn't fit no matter however way I cut it. Now the logical thing to do in this scenario is to maybe just, well, back it up, call it a day, you know, do it another time. But the annoying thing is, I got basically this guy on there, and this thing is such a pain in the ass to get on. Like this clip, like BMW loves using these types of pressure clips, that I'm like, I don't want to deal with it. We're gonna figure out this situation. Obviously it doesn't fit with my MST intake. So I have a solution. And that solution is installing my HKS intake that I got for the A90 Supra. Yes, I got a new intake for the A90 Supra. Why did I get a new intake? Well, honestly, I just wanted a little bit more carbon fiber parts. I wanted to dress the engine up a little bit more. Now, generally, we all know that intakes don't really do much power. If anything, it's the experience factor, right? The whooshes, and also at the same time, maybe the look, right? And this current MST intake is very functional, right? It's a lot of whooshes, a lot of cool intake noises, but I wanted the look as well. And so I got this HKS carbon fiber intake, and we're gonna install it on the Supra because this Veris engineering thing is killing me right now. Dang, that's crazy. Now, I just have to confirm that this works with this HKS intake, because I think this also shares some similar like airbox configuration. But yeah, we're gonna figure that out today. Didn't plan on making this video, but we're gonna do it. I also got this cool Blitz strut bar, also from Japan. So a lot of new, small little things doing to this car. Obviously, this is more of a look, but yeah, let's install this intake that I did not plan on doing. All right, here we go. Dang, that was not torqued on at all. What the freak? That was crazy. Sketch. Dang, it's dirty. It's a rite of passage, if you guys own a Supra, to break this guy. There is a breather hose there, which is similar design to this guy, where you have to pinch both sides. But there's no way in hell you could pinch both sides. And in my opinion, that is a rite of passage of owning this, because 99.9% of the time, okay, maybe 90% of the time, you will break that clip. And so because of that, I bought a replacement, so we can replace that whole clip. Unfortunately, we have to replace the whole hose. It's not a huge deal, but yeah, don't break that clip. This is the HKS carbon fiber intake. I love this guy. It looks pretty slick, looks pretty cool. Check that out. We obviously have the traditional mushroom hood, and then you have all this HKS branding right underneath it. I don't know if you guys can see that. Like, boom, check that out. Yeah, it looks pretty sick. Carbon fiber right here, regular silicone here. In my opinion, I think this is obviously a little bit better designed than the MST intake, primarily because a lot of the MST intake was just a lot of silicone everywhere. And I do like this mating concept a little bit better. There's actually a clip here that makes it more secure, similar to how the OEM does it. So fun fact about this guy is generally there is actually there's a mileage limit compared to your other intakes. This guy, right, where you can actually clean this out, you know, put some spray on it, some like Canon filter spray, and clean it out. This is very reusable. This is not, actually. This is just foam in a metal housing. And the reason why is, you know, their whole doctrine is this foam creates better airflow than this design. And so that's kind of how it is. And so there is a lifespan on this guy, on this foam housing. And generally that lifespan, I think, is around 2,000 miles. Obviously, Japan, they do it in kilometers, but it's 2,000 miles. And you can run it longer than 2,000 miles. You don't have to. But I have heard stories where this foam will disintegrate. And what happens when it disintegrates? Well, it gets sucked straight into your turbo, and that can actually cause bigger problems down the line. So it's actually of your best interest to replace this foam as much as possible. Now, that means, of course, this intake is a little bit more, requires a little bit more upkeep compared to your traditional K&N filter, MSS, Arma-Speed style intake. And maybe that's the price you pay for a premium product like this, premium. So if you want to switch out the intake, you need to buy this guy. This is a HKS intake. This is the 3-layer. I'm pretty sure this is the 200 millimeter. Yes, this is 200 millimeter, says up top. And you buy this guy, and it's literally just a foam insert for this guy. This thing pops off, you just shape it to size, and then you pop it in there, and then you seal it all up, and there you go, there's your intake. I guess I should talk about is the difference in color, right? This is green, this is red. What does the color mean? Generally, red is maximum airflow, and green is supposed to be for your dustier environments, maybe desert, maybe sand, maybe you're in an area where, you know, there's fine like clay, like powder, and this green area is supposed to give you the maximum airflow with the most amount of fine particle protection. And so that's why I went with the green, because I know like I'm not getting this for power gain, so it's kind of interchangeable depending on the environment you live in. All right, guys, just like that, it's installed. Bam! HKS filter, well, HKS air intake all installed, along with the Barris Engineering AOS. It actually looks pretty sick. However, I'm not gonna lie, I think the color scheme's kind of going, it's kind of weird here. We have red, we have like a tan going on, and then we have a green and red, so I don't know. I have to figure out the color scheme for the engine bay, but it is installed. It is good. Man, this bolt, freaking annoying. I'm not going to lie. Majority of the install was just getting that bolt on. So, in general, it looks pretty sick. I like it. Yeah, let me just clean this whole engine bay up, and we're going to go to a car meet tomorrow. Let's do it. Met up with the boys. Well, it's just Finn right now. But Finn got TEs. Check that out. Dang, it looks good. Damn. How much dick do you get thrown at you, bro?
Dude, way too much cock, dude. Way too much cock.
It looks so good, though. I've been telling Finn to get TEs, and after, you know, a little bit discovering around different wheel brands that he should consider, these came up on the market perfect for him, and they look so good. Oh, it's kind of dark over on that side, but they look so good. Check it out. Dang. Hey, dang. So nice with the TEs and everything. Wow. I think these are the guys.
Yeah, you'll get some funny characters there.
It's like JDM, JDM, Euro. What an interesting combination, but we all have JDM wheels. TE, RPF1, works, TE. Check that out. Check it out. People are slowly trickling in. Check out this. This is crazy. I love this. Look at the color. Tourer V. On the VSKs. Wow. So good. Guys, check this out. This is the C6 that was crazy. Look at that. On the bead lock, on the welds. Wow. Dang. Crazy.
You're right, so hot.
Dude, that's crazy height on that thing. The lift. Dang, with the overland build, bro. Check that out, guys. Should I do that to my GX? Look at the wheels. Weds? That's nice. Love it. Bam! What's up, guys? Hope you guys like the sound clips on the Supra. HKS intake is obviously loud, but it actually isn't as loud as the MST intake. I really think the HKS intake is a balance between loud enough and refined, and also looks really good. No hate if you get the MST intake. MST intake, in my opinion, is way more affordable and way more louder. So if you want to go that route, go ahead and do it. But at this point, we are basically full bolt-on for the Supra. The Supra is ready to go and get actually tuned. And so I am planning on doing that. However, I'm also really wanting to upgrade my suspension. Currently, I'm on the MSS adjustable lowering springs, basically the same thing as the HKS adjustable lowering springs. It's just that I noticed that ever since I added the wing on there, I've realized that it's added weight and I didn't count that into my setup. And sometimes when I go over some bumps, the springs are just basically springs. They're not able to, you know, dampen the rebound enough, and I end up scraping. And that's honestly like one of my biggest pet peeves is scraping on this car. I'm at the fork in the road where I'm just gonna go either a full-on tune, 550, high pressure fuel pump, doing all that stuff with power, or refine the suspension, going full coilovers, cancellers, camber arms, camber plates and end links and all that stuff. So I'm at that kind of fork in the road. In the next video, you'll find out what route I picked. But my camera's about to die and I gotta head in. So anyways, thanks guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram. And as always, guys, drive safe. Peace.
함께했던 사계가 이젠 어색하게만 느껴져 그 많은 사랑 애원 어중간 한마디